Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hope you're all doing well. It's your boy Ibrahim from Hidayah Fitness. So before we get into the video, if you're new, click like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, share it with someone that you think might benefit from the video. So yeah, before we get into the video, make sure to check out the ebook. Link is in the description. The ebook goes through basically everything to do with Ramadan, health and nutrition wise. Basically everything that I'm going to touch on this video and more. So make sure to check out that ebook, download it. Every single penny from the ebook is going directly towards a charity fund. The link for that is also in the description, so make sure you check that out. So today's video is going to be about when to work out and how to work out in Ramadan. And this is a question that when I first started training and I first started, trying to get in shape, I always kind of got like sidetracked when Ramadan came around, because I was just like, even though Ramadan is not a time to just get swole or anything, I completely neglected everything. And I talked about in one of my previous videos, you don't want to neglect your health and fitness during Ramadan. Just because you're fasting, just because you're, not eating for the majority of the day, doesn't mean you should neglect all your health and nutrition. Before I give you all the tips and tricks, I just want to make sure that we set the intentions correct. So your main primary goal during Ramadan should not be to get ripped. It should be to, number one, get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like, this is the month of Quran, so I want to emphasize that before I give you all the tips and tricks, because a lot of times we get sidetracked. So this is a question that we get a lot. How many times a week should you work out? Now this is something that can be applied to not just Ramadan, it can be applied to everything, even outside of Ramadan. So after the month of Ramadan is over, I don't want you to go back to your sedentary lifestyle and not exercising. I want you to try to maintain this. So it's all about sustainability, okay? There is no right or wrong answer. It's all about you, and it's all about yourself, what works best for you. Myself, I prefer to train up to 4 times a week. Depending on how much free time you have, you may not be able to work out 4 times a week. You may only be able to work out 3 times a week, maybe 2 times a week. And if you work out 2 times a week, that's like the minimum. You have to do it at least, in my opinion, my personal opinion, at least twice a week. Anything less than that is kind of like, you won't really see any huge benefits. You might see a little bit of benefit if you've never trained before in your life, but really, really and truly, you want to aim for at least 2 times a week. The sweet spot would probably be like 3 times a week. But if you have a bit more free time, like we all have a bunch of free time right now, we're all stuck at home, quarantine season. So I would encourage everyone to push to get that 4 times a week. And if you're feeling extra adventurous, go for that 5 times a week, okay? Nothing more than 5 times a week, because you're fasting, first of all. Remember, keep that in mind, you're fasting, so you don't want to overdo it, okay? Aim for 3 to 4 times a week. For example, you're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the rest of the week you're good. Or maybe you're doing Monday, Tuesday, and then you're off on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, you're back on it. So the way you want to split it up is that you do like upper body, lower body, then take a break, and then upper body, lower body again. So you're hitting every muscle group twice a week. But yeah, that's the best way forward, splitting up your muscle groups evenly so that you can train every muscle group twice a week. Okay, so what time should you work out? It's really all based on your current situation. So actually, you know what? I'll save that for the ebook, right? The ebook touches on this. So if you want to know more, check out the ebook. It has all the tips and advice in that book. But what I will say is that it's really all dependent on yourself. Okay, so for like how long should you train? I would say anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes. You don't want to go over 45 minutes. If you train for more than 45 minutes, trust me, you're not going to be able to sustain that for the 30 days because you're going to be so tired and drained. Okay, so then what kind of exercises? So ideally you would be doing weightlifting, but if you were, like most people, you don't have weights at home, I would recommend sticking to body weight exercises and calisthenics, those kind of exercises. So like push-ups, pull-ups, inverted rows, the ones where you like sit down on a chair and you push down. Basically body weight exercises, okay? And like I said, we're all stuck at home right now, so most of us can't even go to the gym, even if we wanted to. And a lot of us can't even afford to buy a home gym because they're outrageous. Trust me, I've looked at the prices, they're ridiculous. So I would recommend doing bodyweight exercises. For the type of exercises you should do, I would recommend looking at the ebook, link in the description, and it goes through like a bunch of different exercises you could do. So if you're kind of stuck like, okay, I want to do upper body, I don't know what exercises I want to do, or I want to do lower body and I don't know what exercises to do. If you want a concise list of what exercises you want to do and what kind of routine, and literally week by week by week, it'll go through everything you should do. So check that out. And then in terms of doing cardio, I think for now, if you're fasting and you're fasting a whole day and stuff, you're probably not going to want to do cardio. You're probably just going to want to stick to the home workouts. But if you're on your rest days, for example, so like let's say you're training Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday. On Wednesday, I would recommend going for a walk or like some kind of light aerobic exercise. So maybe if you want to go on for a quick cycle. I know a lot of us are stuck at home in terms of quarantine, and we're not sure if we're even allowed to leave our vicinity. But if you're able to walk around your your estate or your house, or within 2 kilometers of distance, walk for like 15 to 20 minutes on your rest days, just so you maintain your activity levels and that you're actually benefiting from like the exercise that we're talking about. If you can't walk and if you can't do any exercise, if the weather's bad, or if you just don't want to leave the house, that's absolutely fine. Stick to your workouts from home. But I would recommend keeping active. Even if you're not going to leave the house, try to walk even inside the house, or stand up while you're working, because a lot of us are working from home, or we're studying from home, or we're doing stuff. So a lot of times we're stuck sitting on a computer, or sitting at a desk and looking at a computer screen. So every 30 minutes, maybe go for a walk around your house, or maybe just stand up. And what level of intensity and what level of volume should you be doing? That's a great question. Everything is detailed in the ebook. I don't want to go too deep on this point, but yeah, ideally you want to stick to, like I said, bodyweight exercises. So don't push yourself to failure, and every set try to get just before failure. Basically, in simple man's terms, don't go overboard, but don't make it so easy that you're literally just like this, okay? If you can do like 50 push-ups in one set, I'd recommend making it harder. You can put a bag on your back with like books in it or something, or you can make it difficult by slowing down, and slowing down actually makes it so much more difficult. Try that. If doing like push-ups is too hard for you and you can't even do like 10 push-ups, then I would recommend going for the easier version of the push-ups. So there's a knee push-ups. If there's any questions you might have about Ramadan and fasting and training and nutrition during Ramadan, just hit me up in the DMs. I'm on Instagram, we're on Facebook, on YouTube, as you're probably watching right now. And make sure to check out the website. There's plenty of good blogs on there that we're currently putting up. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Make sure to tell your friends if you think they'd benefit from this. I hope I've been helpful. But yeah, thanks for watching. Regardless of whether or not you build muscle, whether you're losing fat, whether your aims is to just maintain yourself, try to focus on getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is both for me and for you. I need to work on this in myself. Inshallah, we can all benefit from this month. And I think I'll leave the video right there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.